now let's actually start with the Nova. So let's start off with the stats of the gun. The price, it is on the cheaper side of the shotguns. It has 8 shells in the mag and 32 in reserve. The damage can be up to 234 per full blast. However, each pellet, it has 9 out of them, would get you 26 up close. The armor penetration is 50% and it's the worst one in the shotgun categories. However, the spread is the tightest one out of all of the shotguns and it is effective up to 3.2 meters. The reload is obviously slow since you have to manually load the shells. However, the kill reward if you get a kill is $900. And as you can see from the spread of the gun, the shots are pretty tight, and maybe with this one you want to aim for the neck so you are able to get the most bullets into the enemy body. So let's move on to the pros and the cons of the gun. First one, it's economical. It is a low cost and it can give you high damage in a round where you want to save money. The tight spread obviously is a go-to thing for this gun, and obviously the surprise factor is also a good thing. Most people who don't expect to use the Nova, they are most likely either going to expect a Max 7 or an XM. Then let's move on to the cons. The low armor penetration is something that has to be mentioned and will lead you to not be able to kill some enemies even in 2 shots sometimes, especially if they're a bit farther away. Also, slow fire rate and the reload time is something that you have to be aware of. Most likely you are only going to get 3 shots off and that's it, but normally it's going to be 1 or 2 shots. And obviously also a factor with this gun, the jump shot accuracy isn't as good as with other shotguns. So how can you use the shotgun effectively? First of all, in close range combat, hold tight angles, hallways, bomb sight or choke points, those will be your friend. Understand the position you're playing in. For example, in apartments, you will most likely see effect when you're using the Nova. And as I head for the aim strategy, go for just below the neck area or head area, and there you will see the shots, because of the spread, are